But first, calls for action continue after a Milby High School student was hit and killed by a train earlier this week.
Yeah, 15-year-old Sergio Rodriguez was walking to class when that happened.
TJ Parker has been out at the school all week. He's there again this morning, hearing from fellow classmates. Good morning, TJ.
Yeah, good morning, guys. And yes, we have been here since this tragedy happened earlier this week, talking with not only parents, but also, as you had mentioned, classmates of Sergio Rodriguez. You can imagine it has been a tough week for the Milby High School community. So much so, we have also watched people stop by the memorial here. You can see just beyond the cars here, there's some balloons set up where at this crossing where Sergio was hit earlier this week. Do want to bring up that we are hearing, as we've been reporting all week long, that kids who are walking to school, the bell just about to go off here around 7:45, they cross these tracks every single day. We understand that witnesses say Sergio tripped and was hit by a slow-moving train while trying to cross the tracks, that is, on Monday morning while walking to class, like so many of these students do. With the school being right across the street from the tracks, students are hoping Union Pacific finds better long-term safety solutions.
We would like to change the schedules because sometimes when we come to school, the train just stop and we have to jump over it.
That's kind of what made me touched about this story. Like, I used to do that. I could have been here.
All right, so TJ, we've also heard that there's a petition that was signed that's going around to remove the principal. I mean, how does that play into all this, and what's the district saying about that?
Yeah, this is something that we found out about yesterday, and at last check this morning, that petition, that change.org petition, is now over 1,000 people, more than 1,000 people have signed that petition to remove the principal because they are saying that the principal should have canceled class the day of that tragedy. We also want to mention the HISD is also responding to this as well, saying that it is their priority to keep those students safe as they walk across the tracks. I'm looking this morning because HISD says that they typically have 2 HISD police officers here at this crossing. I don't see any right now as I look around here, which is interesting because we did see 2 officers yesterday. Also want to bring this up because this has also been a question regarding tardies. Regarding people being late to school because of trains stopped on the tracks. We are understanding from HISD that those have been excused if students are late because the trains on the tracks here. Also, a picture has been going around showing that a train parked on the track on Monday, allegedly showing some staff members helping students cross the train. Again, we are hearing from HISD officials. Here's what they had to say.
But we know that kids getting to school is something that we also, that principals are thinking about as part of their expanded responsibilities, and something that when they're working in areas of town that have sometimes treacherous paths for kids to cross to school, this principal knows this particular intersection with multiple roads and a train intersection all kind of coming together is something that she has officers patrol and monitor.
All right, so Amy and Haley do want to actually say this. Now that traffic is kind of moving now, I have seen some of those HISD officers that I had mentioned and that the school says are here every morning as students make their way to class. HISD, by the way, has promised to help Sergio's family, including paying for his funeral. And HISD, their crisis response team, remains here at the school helping students and staff cope with this loss.
Yeah, TJ, I mean, we can see those HISD officers helping people cross the street, clearly, though, not at the train tracks. And the train tracks is what people are pretty upset about and saying that something needs to be done here. Have any local or state leaders weighed in on this? Have they said anything about anything they can do?
Yeah, they certainly have. We know that state leaders are calling for some type of solution here at this crossing. We also know that Houston Mayor John Whitmire is looking into how much a bridge would be to build over the tracks here to allow those students crossing. So Caesar, if we can, let's show these kids crossing the tracks and how they're doing it right now, because you can see that not even the sidewalk even ends here at the tracks. So there's not even a real sidewalk that crosses the tracks here. And so this is something, again, every day, every single morning, kids who live on this side of the tracks, having to get to school, are crossing those tracks. I even spoke with a man at a nearby grocery store this morning as I was walking in there, and they noticed that we were here covering the story, saying, you know, it's such a tragedy that this happened, and he's been working here for quite some time, and he says that, you know, this has been an ongoing issue. So it's people, it's parents, it's people who live in this community as they continue to watch these students cross these tracks and are really wanting something to be done.
Yeah, understandably so. I mean, you can see them trying to just get to school right now, and exactly how many kids have to cross those tracks. So definitely alarming after what just happened this week, TJ.